Let's see. This one won't be as bad as Elden Ring. Elden Ring had a lot of bosses. This one won't take long at all. All right, one Reborn. We can look up videos, see how they are.
Hey everybody, this is Griffin McElroy from Polygon.com.
Hi Griffin.
Boss fight I've done so far. This is me making sure that my tonitrus
You're gonna get spit on, dude.
Because that thing's really fragile and I get very nervous about that. What you want to do as soon as you start out the fight is run forward, go up the stairs that are either to the left or right. These enemies are casters.
So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, one Reborn. Oh, let's
that was
see.
actually really risky. If you knock
Can we vote? You guys can vote.
You're in for a world of hurt.
But ultimately, it's gonna be my opinion that
with the one Reborn and fight those
ranks it.
level, and that's here and go after them quickly. Their spells do.
So he's just killing the casters. Now he's going to the actual fight.
Noting the one can do what I did here and take.
So you see that while he was up here, he got spit. Wait.
Run over here.
Look at this crap.
Quicksilver bullets because I got hit. It's worth noting the and
you get hit from there.
Then the one
Yeah, Warren Bourne is no joke.
Give you a chance to
He's trash.
Yeah, so the tricky thing about
bro, hit the limbs, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I can't watch other people play this game because it like boss tutorial guys like what are you doing? That's not the strat, but you know that's just my speedrunner blood coming out. All right, so anyway, we need to let's see S tier. Let's see. All right, here we go. One Reborn, I'm gonna put. Oh, he's teetering. He is teetering. He's teetering between these two. We'll put him in trash for now. He might belong in absolute trash. He might belong in absolute trash. We don't have many bosses here. He might go down here. But the reason he's absolute trash or trash to me is because, first of all, if you guys haven't already noticed, if you play the other Souls games, he's basically just like a reskin boss fight of like Tower Knight. You know, same thing. Tower Knight, you got the guards all on perimeters. You got to kill them, and then you go down and fight them. So that's that. And then when you actually do fight him, his moveset is terrible. So if you don't have a lot of damage, like he has just an unpredictable moveset. He just slapping and slamming, spitting crap at you. He can puke on the whole floor, which is just stupid. He drops corpses on you. He spits them at you. He has a giant AoE explosion. He's just not fun. There's no rhythm. Yeah, it's not a good boss fight. He's a trash experiment boss. That's what he is. But Tower Knight is sick. But that's why he's not Tower Knight though. Looks like trash too. Sorry, that's V. It's the truth. I think like his lore is like a failed experiment. So we'll keep him in absolute trash for now. But Witches of Hemwick, I mean that's pretty much absolute trash as well, in my opinion. But oh, it's this guy again.
Hey everybody, this is Griffin McElroy for Polygon. The good news is this is by far the easiest boss fight that I have done so far in the game.
Sure about that?
The trick
which is a mess you up on BO4.
It very quickly. As you can
McDan the man.
Like a boss that's
soot monsters.
47 people stapled together
but that
with
is not
11
the actual
buttholes
boss.
for
The
a
boss
shin.
is. Let's see if we can find her.
Oh my God, sound like a horror movie, McDan. Thanks for 47 months, man. I appreciate it.
Health bar. They are going to be invisible until you get close to them. There you see
unique mechanics. This is why I'm doing this list and not you. You can do your own list.
They pop in and
rank them top tier if you want.
You can.
I will not.
After a few hits, they will disappear. Throughout the fight, these soot monsters are going to keep spawning in, but don't focus too much on them, especially early on. You want to get as much damage on the witches as you can as quickly as possible.
What doesn't measure up BO4?
One thing that you may have trouble with in this fight is if you do not have a strong enough weapon to A, take those soot monsters down in a single combo, which helps prevent them
So,
from dealing. Demon Wolf did not have much trouble with this fight at all.
like, look at this. He don't know what
Once
he's
you
doing.
get the Witch of
He don't know
Horror
what
in
he's
the
doing.
same style, walking
These
around
dudes will
looking
mess you up
for
too.
them. Witches do have attacks that they can use on you.
Craving for
first,
McDonald's,
which
you're
has certain
allergic?
area
You can't
of
get
effect combo
anything there,
attacks until
Ty?
various reasons. First of all, if you focus on the
Can you eat like nuggets, fries, something? That sucks. All right, so we've seen enough. So here's why I think witches are absolute trash, at least for now. Like I said, once we finish the list, we can rearrange a few things here and there. But so the witches are trash to me because their design is it's weird. So like, hi Brooke, by the way. You start the fight. There's one witch in the corner. First of all, she's invisible. You got to find her, right? And then you got these big shadow figures. The shadow figures, they're annoying. They stun like you. And they do a lot of damage. They can kill you instantly. But, you know, whatever. They got to make the fight kind of challenging, so that's fine. The witches are annoying because when you hit them, they'll teleport, right? And you got to run. It's like basically playing hide and seek until you find them. The second witch doesn't even spawn until the first witch half of their health is gone, right? So once you do that, the second witch will spawn. But the second witch's health bar will not show until you kill the first witch. So now you're playing hide and seek with two witches. You only see one health bar. They're summoning more of these spirit things, and it's literally just hide and seek the whole time. After you kill one witch, if you don't kill the second one quick enough, then the other witch will respawn, get their health back. And then they start to shoot these blue orbs at you while they're invisible. So sometimes you can't see them. The blue orbs will strain you. You can't move. They'll either grab you and gouge out your eyeballs and kill you, or the shadow guys will just destroy you while you're tied up. It's just a poorly designed. You're just, playing hide and seek the whole time. They're not really fun. They're cool. Like, they're covered in eyeballs, which is really cool. And their lore, they take eyeballs. But the fight itself is not great. If you are struggling with the witches, one thing you can do, though, if you start that fight and you mark out or whatever, and you go back to the dream and you dump your insight to 0 and go back, if you have 0 insight, those big shadow guys will never spawn. But you have to bone out. You have to mark out, because every time you start a boss fight in Bloodborne, you get insight. So you have to start the fight, mark out, go to the dream, buy something, and drop all your insight, and then go back. And those guys won't spawn. That'll make the witches a little bit more manageable if you're struggling with them. I don't think you would, but maybe if you're doing like a BO4 or something. If you don't want to deal with those dudes, that's an option as well. But yeah, witches for me, they're low tier. So, we're on Rom. Rom, that's a very interesting debate right there. What do you guys think with Rom? Give me your opinions. Lil Rami. You want to see pictures more? Okay. How's that? Is that good? That plush? Yeah, somebody actually made this for me. It's pretty cool. Decent but not great. Rom is cool. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of different opinions for Rom. This guy again. You don't know what you're doing.
Has a lot of different attacks, and I want you all to sort of get a feel
Oh,
for
the
all
wolf.
of them. The trick to this fight is, there are a
trick,
lot
huh?
of tricks to this fight. First of
Oh,
all, Rom summons a lot of spiders every time that he teleports away, which he will do after you've
Rom
gotten
is a
certain amount of
female.
damage
Who
off
is this
on him.
guy?
The good news is
I'm coming
if you
after him.
attack Rom anywhere but his head, you can do a lot of damage to him. There you saw him teleporting away after I got off a bunch of attacks, drained him about 1/3 of his health.
Uncultured.
But every time he teleports, he summons in a new batch of spiders. I found the best way to do this fight is to just not worry about the spiders at all.
Oh, yeah?
There is
Oh, yeah.
one of Rom's more deadly attacks. Whenever you see him rear back when you're far away from him, he's about to drop a bunch of these crystals on.
I can't watch this guy anymore. So, I'm about to mute him. We're just going to watch this. No offense for what I know. I'm just giving him a hard time. I probably have somewhat. This game was my life. You know, I have more knowledge. It's okay. But he's just here for tutorials on how to fight bosses, which is fine. I'm just memeing around a bit. But yeah, this is. Whew. Hey, yo. Oh, man. That's funny. Boom. All right. So anyway, that's Rom. A lot of you guys know about Rom. So Rom, I like Rom. Rom is pretty unique boss. You know, just chilling when you get in there until you hit her. Phase 1 is not bad. She summons her spiders in. The little spiders, they will mess you up. They do so much damage. Like, they hurt. So you have to take your time and you have to attack them from their sides. If you hit them in their heads are made of rock. So you can't really hit them there. You never want to like get between them because they have a lot of different attacks. They have one attack where they jump in the air. You can't even see them on the screen anymore. They have a lunge attack. The one that killed him, like, they hurt. And even if you attack their butt, they can shoot out this web. They have a puke attack. So they're unique. They're really cool. You know, it's just Rom's little protectors. Once you kill them, Rom doesn't attack you until you do enough damage. She'll teleport. And then that's when she'll summon more spiders. She has the crystal attacks, okay? Which is, you know, you got to run from those. If you get close to Rom, she starts to do like head slam attacks, headbutts. She'll do like this flop attack, you know, just like a fish out of water. Man, she has a few AoE attacks as well. She has like a giant explosion, or she'll summon the crystals from the ground. So, which is pretty cool. And then you got to deal with the spiders as well. So, I think Rom is a very unique fight. I like Rom. I like the design of Rom. I like, you know, like it's one of those boss fights. I usually don't like fights where they include ads, but the spiders are like a part of Rom. You know what I mean? It's not like you got all these different, you know, it's like it's part of the fight. They did a really good job of incorporating those fights. So me personally, I would put Rom between decent and very good. I don't know. Like, we should probably create like another. Should we create another? We should create something between decent. I don't know, but because that's. She's vacuous like you. Oh, really? You don't see why not decent at most? Well, Ron might be. I think we can put very good. I think the fight's good. Her design, I would put over the top. Just make her good. All right, how do we create another thing? What is this? Oh God, what have I done? Oh no. What the? Okay. Hit the cogwheel. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do this. Add a row above. Let's make this good. Okay, I'll say Rom is good. Tag. We'll leave Rom in good for now. We might bump her up to very good. Change the color. Okay. Where's brown? For trash. Anyway. Alright. Martyr Logarius. Logarius is cool, man. I like Logarius. We're muting this guy. Your favorite? He's cool, man. He's unique. What is he? Who is this guy, man? Oh my God. This boy's using the tiny the whole game too. Oh no. You haven't beaten this dude? Time to use my guide tag. Get his weapon. This would have been an excellent arcane weapon. I don't know why they didn't give you this. Like, I know you got the burial blade, but this would have been pretty sick. I mean, it looks, honestly though, it looks stupid. Like, it's literally just a stick with the little red sickle on it. Like, so, I mean, I don't know how cool. And you know, we get the hand-me-down version, so it probably look even worse. The glow, I know. But yeah, Logarius, I like Logarius, man. This dude's about to die. Frustrating. Some mechanics put S tier. He just misses it. That's fair. Phase 2. You could have backstabbed him, bro. No. Oh my god. I can't watch this guy. Showing my videos? Yeah, you might be right. Might be time to do that. Might be time to do that. I'm just trying. Most of my fights though is like I kill them really fast. Even in the BO4, I kill him really fast, so you don't get to see like a lot of his moves. I'm trying to find somebody who's this is good, so you can see all his moves. Oh my god, it's painful though. Yeah. Should I be taking notes on this? No, not this one. I have a guide list for you though on YouTube if you need it. For BO4. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, this is so hard to... What? Alright, you guys get the gist. I'm losing my mind watching this guy. Alright. Logarius. I think he's cool. First of all, this guy is sitting up on a giant mansion in the snow. Okay. Chilling. He thaws out and he fights you. He's like a king. He's giant. He's like a demigod. He got a crown on his head. Logarius is cool because, well, he's kind of annoying at first because, like, when you start the fight, he's just spamming constant arcane attacks, whether it's the skulls or the giant AoE, explosion or whatever. So you gotta be careful with those. And then when you're fighting him, he'll start spamming out those giant skulls that explode. So it's very annoying. Besides that, he only has a few like offensive attacks that he does in phase 1. You know, swinging his scythe. They're pretty easy to dodge. The hard part is just his arcane stuff, right? Phase 2 starts. He charges up, giant explosion, or you can backstab it to cancel it. This is when the fun begins. He starts flying, bro. Literally flying in the air. He has 2 different air attacks. One where he kind of goes back and charges you with his scythe, and he does like a spin attack. Another one, he goes straight in the air, comes down and dunks on you. They're relatively easy to dodge. But then he gets even more aggressive. Instead of, prior to phase 1 where he's kind of like in defense mode, he's probably getting his legs under him. He's been frozen for Lord knows how long. But then phase 2, he's coming after you now. Like he's charging you. And if you're there, he has some pretty gnarly combos. He can stun lock you, does a lot of cool damage. Some of his attacks, when he hits you with them, it has like an arcane explosion on his like sword and stuff. It's really cool. And then he has one attack. You can put the sword in the ground, and then you got all these swords just coming down. So Logarius is pretty sick. I would put Logarius as very good. I wouldn't put him S tier. I would say he's very good though. Only reason he's not S tier for me is because of the spamming of the arcane attacks. It can be really, really annoying, and I'm sure you guys probably agree with that as well. Particularly the ones in phase 1, or if you get bad RNG, he'll keep putting the swords down, which is really annoying, so, but he's a very good boss. Very good boss. Murgo's Wet Nurse. All right, this is not a guy. This is just a standard boss fight. Hopefully this guy's decent. It's a 5-minute fight though, so But that's fine. We just need to see our movesets for chat, you know. Bro, I cannot watch. I'm losing my mind watching. Oh, these poor guys. I don't know why this stuff bothers me so much. Show your own videos. All right, fine. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, this is not the right. But you need to see Nightmare Phase. Nightmare Phase is cool, you know. You get the shadow. Oh, he almost died, bro. What are you doing? All right, buddy. See here. Wait, this DLC? Oh, he's smoothing. Oh boy. I don't know where I'm at in this. Okay, Micolash. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Oh crap, she's dead already. All right. Thanks, Yee. Alright, well, you didn't get to see much of Wet Nurse there, but you guys know our movesets for the most part anyway, right? So. So the main strat version is stay behind her though. You stay behind Wet Nurse, you're golden. Anyway, alright. Okay. Wait, where is... Let's put this here. Oh my god. Wait, what is this? Is this a BO4 video? Okay. Alright. What is happening? Okay. Wet Nurse. So Wet Nurse. Very cool boss in terms of miss the other guy. You can just search him up, you'll find him. Very cool boss in terms of her design. Very unique, right? Very unique. All the blades. Really cool. Very cool movesets as well. Hey, her song just played. Excellent. Very cool moveset as well. She has a lot of good variety of attacks. You know, she has her arms go crazy. She has the spin cyclone attack. She has the one where she extends. And then of course she has her shadow phase, her nightmare phase, which can be cool, which it can also be a little BS. And then she has a lunge attack that she does, which, you know, is pretty rare, but if you're far away. But she's pretty limited in her attacks. I mean, she does a lot of damage if you get hit by her attacks, especially the sweep attack. The sweep attack will mess you up. And then, of course, the clone, you know. But other than that, though, she's pretty simplistic, you know. If you have, like, an arcane build where you're using, like, the arcane tools, you can just zone her out all day just using the, you know. Because even though she has a lunge attack, it doesn't go that far. So if you're super far away, you can just, you know, do that. And then you have to just learn how to deal with the nightmare phase, which you can actually learn how to dodge out of that like we did in our run today. But yeah, cool design, mediocre fight. I would say she's good. She's good. I say what nurse is good. She's almost very good, but I wouldn't put her on the level of Logarius. So no shot. Celestial Emissary, you guys know pretty much about them. It's a trash fight. I mean, it's just they're cute little goobers who are running around. The thing is, it's a little twist to the fight if it's your first time fighting them, because you're killing them and the health bar's not going down. So you're wondering what's going on, and then they resummon, and then you find one of them that's the actual one, and then you can chunk them down, and then halfway down he gets giant, and then so it's just weird. It's it's like whatever. So Emissary, I would say is trash. Reborn might be. I mean, trash is trash, but yeah. But we'll leave that for there. Ebrietas, Dar of the Cosmos, really good fight. I like Dar of the Cosmos. I killed her pretty fast on my BO4. We didn't get to see any of her attacks, so we'll have to watch a video. Oh, help me. Bloop. Maybe for each song we should play the boss fight music, right? Never fought her? Really? Ebrietas is pretty cool, man. He's doing the side stress. You're not getting to see a lot of her attacks. Oh, the blood. Oh, that attack right there. Bzz, bzz, bzz. 5 tries to beat at BO4. The child's version took several hours. Yeah, she's a lot tankier. Bop. Alright. That's enough. Dar of the Cosmos. Once again, I mean, I can say this about almost every boss in Bloodborne. Very cool design, right? Call her macaroni face. Tentacle monster. She has a lot of tentacle attacks and they hurt. They can stun lock. But phase 1 she pretty much just does different tentacle attacks. She might even do a couple head slams, which they do really good. They hurt a lot, but it's a big opening. Her head's her weak point, so if you can hit or her limbs, her tentacles, but her head, you can chunk her for a lot of damage. She does have a charge attack that is very, very hard to dodge. The hitbox is literally broken on that attack. That attack can be very annoying, so a lot of people don't like her for that reason. Very hard to dodge. Phase 2, when she starts phase 2, she creates this invisible aura around her body, and anything inside that bubble, that aura, it starts to like take your health down. So, can be kind of rough. She can also spit blood at you. The blood is usually not too much of an issue, pretty easy to dodge, but if it does hit you, it hurts you, and it also causes your frenzy bar to go up. And if your frenzy bar goes full, splat, right? She also has a few new attacks in phase 2. She has one attack if you're far away. She'll literally sweep through the air and then do a head slam. She has more tentacle attacks. They're even deadlier now. She has like this super wombo combo tentacle attack that'll just mess you up. And then she has the lasers, as she did. Those lasers, she shoots 3 beams of just straight lasers, and if they hit you, you're stun locked and you're probably dead. But overall, Ebrietas is a cool fight. I don't like the the charge attack. But the fight overall is pretty cool. She's pretty difficult, especially if you find her like mid game. Like she's like a DLC tier boss in terms of difficulty, I would say. Like if you're new, not a pro at the game or anything like that. I would put her right now. I would probably put Ebrietas like at good. I would probably put her at good. I'll say she's a pretty good fight. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not. She might be in very good, but I'd say she's just pretty good. She has a lot of health too. Let's see. Yharnam Queen. She version on S tier for you? That's fair. That's fair. What makes her S tier to you, Vapor? I'm always curious to hear people's opinions. What's up, Murray? What's up, Sky? So I'm not really a big fan of the Queen of Yharnam, especially because you have to do so much work to even get here, and I feel like the fight is not great. Like I hate how she can just instantly lock you up, and like you have to go by like sound cues, and then she just is just insane with the blood, bro. Like she's a cool design. Like this stuff's cool, but the fight is so annoying, and it's kind of like you have to do a lot of running around. Here's just some clones. They'll spit blood at you. Like, look at this. It's just like, man. Swoke up. Good morning. Hey, Gospel Pack, man. Bloodborne look kind of fun. Bloodborne is the best game. Hi, Marsupial. Yeah, I agree. Interesting design, but like look at that. Like that's bull. Looks too hard. She can be tough, especially if you're low level. Like man. Like if you're like super low level, she'll mess you up. But if you have like health, you can like you can tank it, but never knew she's a boss. Yep. She's the final boss in the dungeons. You have to kill her for the plot. Oh, I like that attack though. That attack's cool. See, I mean, she is pretty cool. Like, look at this. This is pretty neat. But I feel like the fight as a whole is like not that great. But she has some cool design, cool moves. But some of her moves are crap. No, I agree with you, Kimmy. I feel like even Watchdog should have been a main game boss. We just stun locking her bull. GG. So, I think she's a cool design. She has some cool attacks. But some of her attacks I hate, like where she can just like, trap you and all that and all the blood. It's just like, dude. And then how much work it takes to get to her and the fight itself, I would put her at decent. She's between decent and good for me, but I would put her at decent. I think I'll do decent for her. I would do decent for her. Oh, Ludwig. Okay. I mean, let's be real about it. Let's be real about it, chat. Let's be real about it. Ludwig, the accursed. This guy right here. Just that dude. It was a terrible phase 1, but we're chilling. We need to see more phase 1. They were. Ludwig, so many attacks, man. So many change-ups. Such a good boss, man. S for everything. I agree. Except for his looks, he's ugly. But he's a cool design boss, though, right? Not one, but 2 epic cutscenes. No, I agree, just MK. We don't have to spend much time here. I mean, you guys know Ludwig is that dude. One, but wait, I'm sure you guys want to see the. There we go. Most humbling gaming experience. Shut up, dude. We trying to watch the cutscene. La lumière. Yeah, I couldn't save him, guys. I'm sorry. Ludwig was a little aggressive there. He'll probably die before the music, the hype part of the music. I'm sorry in advance. The Moonlight Blade, baby. Tell the dude to shut up. I did. Oh, this guy's so cool, man. Ludwig. He's that dude, man. I mean, there's not much to be said about this guy. He has everything. Like, he has, I mean, we can throw the OST in there. OST is just, that's just icing on the cake. But, like, he's one of the coolest bosses in Soulsborne. Like, he has so many moves, man. Like, and this is design. He's a horse beast, dude. And, like, he has slashing attacks. He has range with the spitting stuff. He can charge you. He can jump in the air. He can kick you from behind. He has, like, the slam attack. Like, he has it all. And then phase 2, he's like a whole nother fight. He gets his Moonlight Sword out. And that sword just does work, right? I mean, I don't know what to say. He's incredible. One of the best bosses, not only in Bloodborne, but in Soulsborne. So, easy S tier. Not much else to say, man. Orphan of Kos. Orphan of Kos. What do you guys think about Orphan? I feel like some of you guys might say S tier. I feel like some of you guys might say he's not S tier. Orphan did nothing wrong. Design is boring. I think it's pretty. I mean, I know what you mean. It's not like flashy, but but he's definitely his placenta is pretty dope. And then he transformed. Like, it's pretty dope. I don't mind it. I know what you mean though. Like, I get what you're saying. That's like all he has, right? But for him being the orphan, like, this is, I dig it. I dig it. You say very good. You want to put him S tier, Tom? Not as good. Ludwig still S tier. I think he's definitely in the category. Like, I don't like this spot. Final boss of the DLC. I don't know, man. Like, I like Orphan, man. I think he's really good. He's really difficult. He has, especially in phase 2, he has so many attacks. Like, I love boss fights when bosses have so many different attacks. You know, that's important to me. What's up, Sleep? I don't understand. All right, he's dead. All right, anyway. Memes. Yeah, I would say, like, for me, like, Orphan is really cool, man. Like, just because, like, this dude comes out the womb, like, and he is savage. Like, he looks like he's chill, and then he just messes you up. He does so much damage, all his attacks. Even in phase 1, he has a lot of attacks. He can, like, I mean, they're all placenta attack, but they're all different, right? Like, you name it. He can do the double swing attack. He can do, you know, where he runs and throws the placenta behind him. He has, like, the overhead slam. He has the jump attack. I'm sure there's some I'm not even thinking of right now. But so he had already, and then he starts to throw the crap at you, or he'll put it on the ground and have the explosion around him. So he's pretty chill. In phase 1, he kind of, you know, goes at his own pace. He might charge you a little bit, and then he transforms, gets bigger, gets wings, and then he's kind of like Logarius. So now it's like he's full throttle, right? He's charging you now. He's coming at you, and he has so many moves in phase 2. It's not even it's crazy. You know, he has a lot of jumping attacks, and it can get kind of annoying sometimes because like he's constantly like sometimes he'll get stuck in the loop where he keeps throwing the crap at you, but. Like, he has so many attacks, so many moves. He's a very challenging fight, but he's fair. The scream, the lightning, so he has range. He even has, like, some cool animation cancels, man. But everything about Orphan fight is fair. His backstab hitboxes can be a little wonky. But overall, he's a top tier boss for me, man. I can't put him anything less than S tier. I just can't. I think Ludwig's better. But I still think Orphan belongs in that category. So. Let's see here. We got... Wait, where the heck... Okay. Lady Maria. Lady Maria, guys. Wait, where's Maria? There she is. About that. What the? Oh, Cosmic, thanks for 1,000 bits. Appreciate that. Harbor Fair, lots of moves. Yeah, he's cool, man. Dang it, man. What the? I mean, I think we all know the answer to this fight as well. Whoopsie! Whoopsie! And my pellet ran out of my paper. Nice. Maria's, dude, like Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower is also another S tier boss. You gotta put her up there. Maria's really cool. The bloody slash AoE, yes, like she has everything, man. Like she's chilling, she's a corpse, you know, she's vibing. You wake her up, she has speed. Okay, Maria, like she has agility. She can like zip line to you. She has the Rakuyo, and sometimes she'll trick it out during the fight. So she has a lot of cool attacks. There's so many different ways to fight her. You can fight her. You can parry her. You can, you know, just dodge. You can strafe. You can backstab. But she's tricky. You know, she teleports a lot. She has the old hunter's bone, which is pretty neat. She even has a gun. She'll blast you with her gun. You know, and then she hops into phase 2, and she's cool too, cause like she plays her own pace. Like she's just vibing. She's walking towards you. She's not like charging, but you know she will. You know she will get super aggressive at some point too. But she's just chilling. She's coming at you though. I just love that about, you know, she's her. You know, and the phase 2, stabs her own self. Boom. Blood on her weapon, on her swords. Now she has bloody slash attack and really cool attacks. And she starts to do charged AoE attacks, you know, with those bloody slashes, which is pretty dope. You know, and then she starts to do the blood tornado attack, where she'll jump up into the air and then she'll slam down, you know, but that's phase 3. She does it again, more blood. Now she has flame on her swords. Really cool attacks, flames every time she swings. So she was the original Mog, the blood flame damage, right? And then she has the attack where she can literally rip your heart out. That is one of the most iconic attacks, right? So Maria, S tier all the way. She has a full package. Great boss arena as well. Great music. Like, she's cool, man. I like her a lot. Yeah, she switches up her attacks, man, with her blades. Like, love that, man. So, Watchdog of the Old Lords. This is an interesting one, huh? It is a very interesting. The floors creak. You're right. They do. The attention to detail with Bloodborne, dude. You know. So Watchdog is pretty cool, man. I think Watchdog should have been like a main game boss. I like him a lot. You hate the Chalice dungeons? Dungeons are pretty chill. They could get pretty convoluting and like really like repetitive. But like they have some really cool and unique enemies and bosses in there that you wouldn't see in base game. Watchdog can choke on my discarded garbage. Wow. Is that how you feel? I kind of like Watchdog. He's a very cool design boss as well, though. Oh my god, bro. Like, almost took that L. Like, yo, I never noticed that. Look at his neck right here when he pukes. Wow, he turned into a frog, bro. He croaked. Yeah, like, look at this guy. This guy's cool, man. I like his AoE explosion, too, when he, like, blows up and charges at you. That move's pretty cool. Watchdog, Amygdala. Dude, I remember my first time fighting Amygdala and the Chalices. That was, like, one of the few times I can remember, like, I was so, like just angry. She destroyed me for... I just couldn't beat her, dude. Oh, 1 HP for the win, huh? Are you gonna do the AoE explosion? I would love to see it, sir. Then breaking made some bosses easy. Yeah, if you have like high damage output for sure. But it's a pretty unique design. Like Bloodborne it just stands alone, you know? A+ weapon. The Kurt camera, there it is. I love that. Watchdog is cool, man. A lot of different attacks. Watchdog's a good boss, man. Alright, I've seen it. I would say, I'll honestly put Watchdog as very good. I think Watchdog is very good. Like, I know a lot of people don't like him because he was hard or, you know, he destroyed you, but his design, always design, you know, but his moveset is really good. Very unique moveset. Like, he has a lot of attacks. You know, he's not just a boring dog that spits lava. He has swipe attacks that can send fire up. He has AoE explosions. He can, like, the lava pool. He has that bark attack that shoots out flames. Like, he's just a really good design boss, and I think he should have been a main game boss personally. But he's pretty good. So, Bloodborne Watchdog versus Elden Ring Watchdogs? Cats. Nah, he's a good boss, man. He's really good. Laurence. Man, what y'all think about Laurence? Laurence, man. He scared you like crazy? Who, Laurence or the Watchdog? Flip. Laurence, yeah, Laurence is he's difficult, man. You showed us how easy you beat him so simply. Well, that's just from, you know, a lot of practice, bro. But your standard player is going to get their butt handed to him by Laurence for a very long time. Most likely, you know. Yeah, the arena made it tough for Laurence, man. Like, it's not wide enough. So sometimes he could, like, trap you in a corner. That's an S. You think Laurence is S tier? Man, Laurence, man, Laurence is really good because, I mean, I know a lot of people hate him. He's tough though, but Laurence has it all, man. He's very powerful, obviously. A lot of swipe attacks, man. He screams a lot, which people hate too, but he's very unique. Like, Laurence is the type of boss that has so many moves that, like, you can fight Laurence 10 times and you'll see his moves, and then on the 11th fight, he'll do some moves that you've never seen before, like, or very rare attacks, you know, like he's that type of guy. But man, I don't know, like he has lunging attacks, jump attacks. The fire damage is really annoying, but that's part of who he is. I don't know if he's S, guys. I might put him as, like, very good. Like, I mean, his final phase is cool, and then he loses his legs, which makes no sense that he loses his legs, but I don't understand that. But this phase is pretty cool too. You know, it's unique, but it's also can be very annoying. But man, like, I don't know. Yeah, I personally though, like, Laurence, like, he has a lot of cool moves, like even his jump attacks, like, but he does this a lot of swiping and screaming, and the fire, the flames, it's just kind of annoying to me. Like, I mean, I get that's his design, but, you know, like, I don't know, like, he's just flailing around, bro. Like, yeah, but design wise, if we're talking about design wise, for every boss, most bosses in this game would be in the S tier or very good tier, right? So I'm trying not to incorporate that too much. I mean, but you kind of got to, you know, if bosses look cool, they look cool, right? But I'm kind of torn. I don't know, like, something is keeping me from putting him as S tier. I would put Laurence as very good though, me personally. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I would say Laurence is very good, but I don't think he's on the same level as these three, in my opinion. So, Father Gascoigne. We basing off lore? Nah, not lore. Let's see. Gascoigne. Get an animal. Ugly. Let's do this. I will not get a hairless cat. These things are ugly. Man, Gascoigne's that dude, bro. This is a tough one. Yeah, this is a tough one. I think we can all agree he's either very good or S tier. Period. Not again, buddy. Period. Especially being like the opening game boss, you know. Gotta love Bloodborne. No, I agree, just MK. I agree. That's why he's just very good.
Face. Alright, not too bad.
So Gascoigne is cool. He has a gun. He has an axe. The dude is savage. Gascoigne is coming at you as soon as you enter that fog gate. Okay, he's chasing you. He has his axe. He has his blunderbuss or whatever. He's tearing you up, or his pistol, whatever he got, and hit him enough. Like, he has a very unique design, like moveset. He has a lot of cool different attacks. He has some overhead attacks. He got the one where he drags you on the ground and flips you like a pancake. Eventually, he tricks out his weapon, extends it. His extended axe does heavy damage. He can stun lock you with a few, like, those loop attacks. He can jump at you. He can still shoot you. He has a spin to win. And then when you think he's done, he turns into a giant beast, bro. A giant beast, and you got to deal with that. Now he's, like, jumping everywhere. He's fast. He's, you know, like, whoo! Oh, no. And it's the first boss. What y'all thinking? He's definitely one of these two. Would you put Gascoigne up here with these bosses, or would you put him here with Logarius, Watchdog, and Laurence? That's the question. That's a tough one. I wouldn't be mad at you if you put him at either one of those. I think I would put him as very good, though. I would say Gascoigne is very, very good. Yeah. I don't think he's quite up here yet. But for the opening boss, you know, potentially, unless you find Cleric, like, he's really good. But he's the opening boss, like, to continue the game, though. You know what I mean? Like Bloodborne, they do a great job of pretty much letting you know, like, how tough the game's going to be off the bat, right? Like, you start off with Gascoigne, right? They're like, hey, welcome to Bloodborne. Or then when you start the DLC, you start off with Ludwig. You know, my first playthrough of the DLC, I was like, this is the first boss? I was like, who's behind this guy? I was terrified. I was like, they're crazy. So, yeah, Bloodborne, they do a good job with that. He's S for you. I can't. If you say he's S, I'm not going to argue with that. I can't argue with that. He's low key. He's close to me, but I don't think he's up there with these guys. But very good. I mean, it's very good. You know, he's great. You know, so. Let's do that. Amygdala. Yeah, I agree. He's kind of, if there was a tier between these two, he would go there. Amygdala, huh? That's a very interesting boss as well. I like this. This is a fun tier list because these bosses, man, they're you know, they're interesting. This dude just came in and got toe up. Amygdala's design is pretty cool, right? So Amygdala is pretty cool. I mean, I love the you know, the 6 arms or whatever you got. Pretty unique moveset. I mean, it does a lot of slamming and slapping around, which can be kind of annoying. Sometimes it can be hard to, like, hit her. You know, but like the arms, what's she gonna do? You got to slap, right? The weak point is the head. She does have lasers, which is pretty nice. So you do have your range attacks in there. She can also puke, which is pretty interesting as well. You can stun lock her a lot though, her arms, or you can even hit her in her head a few times. If you have like arcane tools, she does not like arcane. You just obliterate her. So But like I said, sometimes very annoying to hit. Phase 2, she gets like AoE explosions in her slams, which is which is kind of annoying as well. Like look at that, she just goes crazy. Phase 3, she rips off her own arms, which is cool design wise. So like she's willing to do whatever it takes to kill you, bro. So now she gets more range on her slams attacks, and she does even more damage now. There's a puke, and look, she's just slamming. Her legs you can't really do much damage to her legs or her tail. You can stagger her if you hit her enough, but the damage is just not there. So they're encouraging you to fight her kind of away, mid-range, maybe even close, whatever, or distance. They do not want you underneath. Now she rips off her arms, as you can see here. She does have a jump attack, which took me a very long time to like learn how to like avoid that. But now look at that blood shooting out her arms. Now she has super long range. So now he's attacking the legs, which like do no damage, but he doesn't want to go near her anymore. And now she's even harder to hit because if you hit her arms that are ripped off, it obviously doesn't damage her anymore. So that's enough of that. Very interesting boss design. I mean, it's unique, it's cool. Amygdala, though, overall, the fight is not that great. It's more annoying to me than anything. I would say Amygdala is good. Maybe decent. What do y'all think? Is she on the level with these guys? I think so. I think she's good. But that jump attack, yeah, it took me a while to like learn how to like avoid that. Decent. I between decent and good, I would say. You guys think she's decent? We'll put her there for now. We'll cannot go below Rom. You don't think so? I think Rom is better than Amygdala as a fight. I do. But so if you guys are thinking, like I said, once this is all done, we'll revisit it and we'll kind of move stuff around again. But I don't think Amygdala is on Ebrietas' level. I don't. Is she on what nurse's level? What nurse might have to get bumped down or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think Ron. I personally think Ron's better than Amygdala. Yes, I do. Good for ripping her arms out. I mean, that's cool, but that's just part of like the design, right? If we're going by boss designs, like all these bosses are gonna be up here. But Jack in the Box, what'd you get, Tag? But like I said, this is not set in stone yet. We'll revisit this. We'll revisit this after it's all done. Living failures. Do not care. Not even worth to watch the video on these punks. But we will. Oh my god. Living failures. Very poorly designed boss. I mean, they're called living failures. Giant blue blobs that do a ton of damage and they stun lock you. They can spawn up to 4 at a time, or they're just chasing you around, slapping you around, shooting AoEs everywhere. It's just chaos and confusion. It's Kitten. Hi, Kitten. Amanda, I miss you. The only cool thing about this boss is their cool attack when they shoot the crystals out. But besides that, like, you're literally just running around trying to avoid them, and they're just flailing around, slapping and shooting crap. It's trash. Absolute trash. We're not going to spend too much time there. Hi, Amanda. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Then Lizzie Liz, hey, how you doing? Cleric Beast. Don't look.
Welcome home.
Oh my god.
Hunter.
2 breakfast jacks, no cheese, and a medium curly fry. Breakfast sounds good. Breakfast for dinner. Can't believe you. What have you done? Tag, thanks for gifting the sub to Kitten. Amanda, welcome back. We got some new emotes. Hope you like them. Thank you, Tag. Not gonna lie to you guys. Cleric Beast, I think is a good boss. Like, he look at his entrance, bro. This dude jumps all over the. That's dope. This guy, look, he looks cool. His rib cage showing. He's a beast. He got a giant arm. Like, I like Cleric, man. Especially if you fight him like early game, right? Like, you're new to the game, he's a tough boss. Like, very cool moveset. Has a lot of swinging attacks. He does have a jump attack. He's a very good tutorial boss. He is scary. It's cool. You can break his limbs. He can grab you. If he grabbed you, he slammed you a few times. There's one time he grabbed me and he threw me out of bounds. I dropped down off the cliff for like 10 seconds and then I died. It's crazy. He's a better Laurence. Well, he's pretty much, I mean, Laurence is Cleric Beast, but just with fire and, of course, a lot more attacks, right? But this is a great opening, like, tutorial boss. Fight him on this bridge. Love it. Doesn't have a lot of moves, but, I mean, what do you expect? You know, he's a beginning boss. But he screams, his attacks, like, I like Cleric, man. Yeah, Cleric is a good boss. So for Cleric, I would probably put him as good. I wouldn't put him up there on this level with Gascoigne, but I'd say he's good. He's good. He's good. Yeah. Oh, Gehrman. That's easy. We'll go ahead and put them there for now, but Gehrman the first hunter, man.
Welcome home.
Hey, Just MK. Thanks so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the emotes. That's really kind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Where's Gehrman's music at? We gotta get it going. Yeah. Fresh sub. Yeah, thank you guys for support. Cat, how's it going? Osiris vibes, you can't spell. Ocelot. Yeah, Bloodborne has a lot of good bosses, man. Like, look at his entrance. Like, it's really cool because my first playthrough, I never would have expected that he would be the final boss, you know? And then look at the background. You got the burning house. He's just out here in his wheelchair with his peg leg, looking like a scrub. And then if you submit your life, he'll cut your head off, which is crazy too. But like, this dude gets out the wheelchair. Look at Gehrman.
It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
Wait, what the heck?
Gehrman joins the hunt.
Like, Gehrman is so cool, man. Yes, pay him homage. Like, he's literally a Grim Reaper, bro. Like, this is Gehrman, bro. He has so many cool moves with his scythe. Like, he has that grab attack. He got a jump attack. He has, like, the double swings. He has one where, he has the one where he charges up and does, like, a double loop-de-loop. Which is pretty nice. And then he has the old hunter's bone as well. Once he hits phase 2, he tricks his weapon out and gets his gun out. He has a giant spread gun. I like it too because his gun can actually mess you up. His gun can do a lot of damage, so it's not like just whatever. Like, you gotta really respect him. Tricks out his weapon here. New attacks, a zip line. Like, this dude, the music, the boss arena, like the flowers, bro. Like, come on. He has the attack where he can jump in the air and throw the wind at you, which is pretty cool. Like, look at that. That'll mess you up, dude. And then he has the other gun attack where it parries you. And then he can rip out your heart like kind of like Maria does, right? Well, he just straight up viscerals you though. Phase 2, he gets hyper armor. He has a cool AoE explosion here. Bro, you need to stop. Bro, you need to stop. Bro, get out. Oh my god. Now he's lightning quick, using the old hunter's bone, hyper armor. Uh-oh. Somebody help this guy. Oh, he's lucky. Nope. There it is. Look at that, man. Oh, Gehrman's that dude. That attack, the zip. Oh my god. Ah, look at, he's a monster. He's a monster. Oh man, Gehrman is so cool, man. Bam! Oh, he tricked it! He tricked! Gehrman! Look at this guy, man. Oh, he didn't do the wind attack. Bro, look at this, man. He's so good. Bro, he's cool, man. S tier all day. Make a Gehrman tier. He's great. He's great, man. Gehrman is great. Oh, this dude. He's straight trash. Oh man. This dude. Who are you? No, I refuse. I refuse. This guy, man, he just zoned you with his stupid, yeah, that crap. Those things can go through walls, by the way. Just want you guys to know that. So, this guy's an R1 spammer, literally. When we put Micolash there, we're going down the list, Kimmy. We'll get to bosses when we get there. Yeah, this fight on BO, all the chalice fights in BO4 is just so bad. So bad. It's just death. Good challenge though, but man, yeah, he's just an R1 spammer. He can strafe him pretty easily too. Like, you see what this guy's doing, but wow, how's that not a backstab? His design is cool though. Like, look at him. Like, he's terrifying. Imagine this guy coming at you, man. 7 foot tall. It's like Dracula or something. Like, he's trying to take your life, man. I like his cloak. He's just gonna keep doing this. He won't let him go to phase 2. I want to see a BO4 fight of this, because I want to see his phase 2. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, it's been out since 2015, man. Yeah, all those attacks, man. He's the same. The Shadow. Which boss? Give me. Bloodborne 2 would be Demon Souls remake graphics. That would be too pretty. I need to be murky and nasty like this. I know what you mean though, because Bluepoint did a great job with the Demon Souls remake. I personally wouldn't want Bluepoint touching Bloodborne though. I feel like it would lose kind of its appeal if it was too beautiful. If that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, this guy's all right, I've seen enough of this guy. So this guy, he's just a spammer. R1 spammer, throws crap. I just think he's trash. Like, what do you got? I don't know what you guys think. If you guys have fought him, I fought him a few times. I didn't like him very much. I mean, he's annoying. There's nothing like that stands out about him. You know what I mean? R1 spammer, if you're far away, I'm gonna throw stuff at you. Trash. Yeah. So, you guys agree? Okay. Next boss. Keeper of the Old Lords. Interesting. Interesting. The cosplay. It's my favorite boss in Bloodborne? Probably Ludwig or Orphan. I'll probably say Ludwig though. Yeah, this guy, I think Keeper's a female. I mean, not that it matters, but. She is exploitable. You're right. Hey, Dr. Harm, welcome in. I thought your name was Dr. Ham for a second. That would have been great. I mean, Dr. Harm's good too, but Dr. Ham, I don't know. Something about that is just... That's a great name. What's up, Shadow? How you doing? So this fight is just like, you know, I don't know. Like... Trash. Oh my god. You do get ham sometimes from people? Yeah. Well, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Decent? I don't think so. Like, what's decent about her? Like, it's literally just like slash flames. Just like, nah. Vicar Amelia, man. This is a good, the design. I feel like if that boss was not in the game, I would be okay with that. Like, I didn't, or if I never fought that boss, I'll be okay with that. I'm not missing anything. That's trash to me. Oh, the bosses that you just seen, Crackhead, are challenge dungeon bosses. What was your favorite game to watch? Nope. Not up to the Souls game myself. Nice. We just finished a Blood Level 4 run. And now we're just doing a boss tier list for Bloodborne. The reindeer. Still clutching that amulet. Such a good boss, man. I love Amelia. Amelia's really cool, like you guys said. Like the cutscene's great. Like the boss design is great. Like she's a giant reindeer wolf dog thing. Very cool attacks, a lot of swipe attacks. Amelia has one of the most unique movesets of any bosses in the game. I'm telling you, she's an early game boss, but she has so many change ups and moves, bro. A lot of slams, the AoE explosions with the wind. She has grabs, she has a bite attack. She can jump on you. She can pounce. Like, she has it all, dude. She got the swipe attack. She got one attack where she like crosses arms you. If she grabs you, she bites your head, bro. Like, she's insane. Since I'm new here, what do you think about Elden Ring? Elden Ring is like my, I would say, number 2 game behind Bloodborne in terms of FromSoft. Very close with Sekiro. We've actually been playing a lot of Elden Ring. I just got back to Bloodborne like this week, but we've been playing Elden Ring since launch, doing a lot of challenges and different cool runs and stuff. No long range attacks. Like I said, like she can jump at you, but the thing, she does have a few long range attacks. Her wind attack when she hits the ground, the wind tunnel. So that's not like long range, but it's like a mid range attack. It'll mess you up. But the thing with Amelia is she can counteract if you're trying to use range, cause she'll heal, you know. And of course she can leap at you. Look at that, man. Look at all these moves. Look at that. She can heal, man. That's kind of annoying, but it's also very cool. Like, you can break all her limbs. Like, look at that, man. She's so cool. Like, it looks like she's doing different attacks every time she... All right, there it is. Oh. Oh. Wow, dude. She's cool, man. I like Amelia a lot. So if you fight her as intended, which, like, I mean, if you come to her like when you're supposed to, and you're not super overpowered, because if you're super overpowered, she's gonna melt. Especially if you use like fire paper. If you use like cleaver, because she's a beast, you know, you get the cleaver bonus damage, or you can just permanent stagger her, right? But if you fight her like normally, like he was, you know, like I would put her as very good. I'll put her as very good. The reason she's not S tier, like I said, like she's too easy to manipulate. Like you can break her limbs easily, or if you're OP, she's gonna just melt. She won't be able to do anything. Like you see speedrunners, we do it all the time, right? We just tear her apart. But besides that, she has a total package. She has so many movesets. She's so unique. I like Amelia a lot. She's definitely a very good boss in my opinion. Like, I don't know what else to say, but yeah. She's nothing less than very good, in my opinion. When fought properly. Bloodstarved Beast. Interesting. We can watch my BSB fight, I guess. You can just fight her straight up. If you fight her straight up, if you just strafe left or dodge left, she'll never hit you. So just do this. Whatever you're comfortable with, honestly. But she's pretty annoying because she just jumps around a lot, which I hate, but... So my fight, I don't really do justice for BSB because I just kind of melt her. But BSB is interesting because, like, first playthrough, obviously not gonna fight her like that. First playthrough, she's gonna tear you apart. You know what I mean? Like, she's tough. Like, she's sporadic. She's fast. She does a lot of damage with her swipes. And then of course you got the poison effect, right? Like she's just all over the place. You can't keep up with her. Her poison is really annoying. It's really annoying, especially in the final phase, because like she'll poison you by just running around. Like she has like a cloud of poison. You know what I mean? Like it's really annoying. She does have a few attacks. She has one attack where she'll lunge at you, grab you, and like bite your neck, and that usually kills you, man. But BSB, like she's very sporadic. The poison's kind of annoying, but she's a very stressful fight. You know what I mean? Like very intense. I would probably put her as decent. I wouldn't put her on this level with these guys. But I think she's okay, you know? She's okay. But I find the fight more annoying than anything with BSB, but she's okay. She's a decent fight. You know, I can't say she's trash. Definitely not trash, but definitely not good in this tier, in my opinion. I think she belongs right here. So, but it's cool though, cause you can backstab her, you can parry her, which is nice. And then if you're really struggling, you can use the blood cocktails. So, which is nice, you know. And then of course you can use antidotes if you're poisoned, but like once she starts chasing you around, if you're trying to use antidotes or whatever, like she's just pouncing on you. It's really tough, but yeah. Undead Giant, huh? This boss. Undead Giant. Oh my god. Alright, I've seen enough. Undead Giant is actually just trash. Like, no, like, I mean, literally just, you know, slaps you around, whatever. It does have a jump attack. And then if you pop his little blood boil, it staggers. So it's just like, you know, it's like, whatever. There's nothing to say. Oh, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is.
Some say cosmic.
Miko.
Do you hear our prayers?
The variant with the iron chain kind of thing. That's a different boss.
We shall not abandon the dream. No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
Miko's a very interesting boss, huh? He's gonna be interesting. He's gonna be hard to judge, man. Huh. Like, there's so much to take into account for this fight. Cause this dude, he's a troll. Like, let's put this like first playthrough. Like he got good RNG, so he's going straight into the room. But normally, Micolash is running all around. You got to figure out how to get him to this room. Getting chased by skeletons. You come to this room, he has skeletons. Got the auger. I love Micolash, man. Got the cage head. Like, he's iconic. Look, he don't know what to do. 3 skeletons. Look at this. The Yharnam Olympics is actually an actual thing. Micolash is definitely winning, bro. That would be great. Yes, easy gold medal for this guy. Wow. Like, this dude is a arcane scholar, bro. Like, he's a little scrawny dude, but he will mess you up. He created some skeleton puppets. Man, this Miko's so, I don't know, Miko's, I think Miko's, he's great. I love the fight. I love how trolly he is. I love how annoying he is. Like, he's psycho too, you know? He's a mad scientist. Like, I think he just fits so well into Bloodborne, bro. After phase 1 disappears, now you're like, okay, where do I go now? Where did he go? He's talking. He's go. Like, look at this. Like, where do I go? What am I doing? You know? So phase 1, you're chasing him around this room. You're trying to figure out how to get him into that room. You're just chasing him. Okay, hold on. Phase 1 is so cool because, like I said, he got good RNG. He went straight to the room. But usually, you don't even know the objective. You're just trying to kill him, right? So you're chasing him. He's running around. You hit him. He poofs and teleports. And so that's this cool design. You're just like, what's happening? Finally gets into the room. You can finally fight him in this room with the skeletons. And then at half health, he disappears. And now you got to figure out, where do I go now? Where is he? You know, and he's talking and, oh man, this Miko's that dude, bro. Oh no. Like, look, Miko's that dude. It's like a game to him, bro. His little maze mansion. Like, I love this, man. He's so unique. He's unique. Going down the stairs. Oh yeah, Big Mama's down there. Grant us eyes, chat. Trying real hard to gas. Miko's that dude. I ain't trying to gas nobody up. From my experience, Miko is that dude. Like, and now phase 2, he got the, you know, the mirrors and stuff and chased them around. This guy got good RNG on both phases, so he doesn't have to worry about chasing them around. But like, it's great, man. And now he gets in there after chasing him around. You finally put him in this room. You're like, how do I get in there? It's just like, it's great, bro. Oh yeah, Call Me On is coming, baby. Look, see, he's lost. He don't know where to go. Going downstairs. Is he down here? Do you hear our prayers? Grant us eyes. It doesn't feel like a boss. It's more like a lore fight. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know. It's just so cool, man. I just think it's so unique. Now, I do get, like, people can get annoyed because if you're just like trying to fight them, these skeletons keep respawning, and if you die, you gotta start all the way over. He's like, oh, I don't even know how to do this. You know, not to mention he does big boy damage with his arcane attacks. Look, he's trying to find a way to get in the cage. Oh my god. Micolash the SoundCloud rapper. The alternate dimension. Go upstairs, baby. There you go. Don't. Go down there, I dare you. Cough me up. He's such a troll, man. Oh my God, bro. Boy, just slap you with his fist, man. Man, Bloodborne is so good. Cough me on. Yep. Miko! Wow. Wow, man. Bro, Miko is that dude, chat. I do not care. I do not care. Oh my God. Miko's that dude. Chat's about to riot right now. What's up, Mr. Mage? Ah, man. Miko deserves his own tier, bro. Oh my God. I don't know where to put this guy, realistically. Like, for me, he's one of these two. He's one of these two. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, he's not trash, bro. Miko's that dude. I'll put him as very good. I have to. He's very good. Like, I wouldn't put him up there with them, but the fight itself is not, I mean, that great, and running around can be kind of annoying in the maze, but like, overall, Miko, he's very good to me. I don't care. Like, y'all can judge me, y'all can be mad. He's up there. The whole fight, the whole dynamic is so unique. So unique. He has 3 moves, because with those 3 moves, he'll still obliterate you, bro. Like, I'm looking at like just the uniqueness of the fight, man. I think he's very good. I don't know. It's not even a boss fight. I don't know. Like, he's that dude, man. I don't know. I gotta put him in a very good shot. Micolash, for the experience of Bloodborne, you will not forget this man. You will not forget this man. Like, you will not forget him. I think he's very good. S tier, low key, bro. Low key. But I'll compromise. I like the Micolash fight. The Travels of the Hunter's Dream create a new game ending where I make Moon Presence my pet. He just misunderstood, bitch. Sup, guys? Welcome in. Kat, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Hi, Kesnick. Hi, Zio. Hi, Tyler. There she is. Hi, Kat. Hi, Cook. What's up, guys? We just did a blood level 4 run in Bloodborne. A quick BO4 run, lowest level we can be. And now we're doing a Bloodborne tier list, and it is spicy in here right now. It is spicy in here right now. What is going on? Raph, it is spicy in here right now. This tier list. Oh man, we got the double raid with Raph and Kat. That is very kind. I appreciate it, ladies. Hi Volpine. Hi Zir, the tank. Kat, thanks for a year. That is, Kat, has been a year since Silent Hill puzzle. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Enjoy your full pizza badge. It looks good on you. Hi Velkitten. Hi Kimbos. Hi Rob Tommen. Grimstar. Sewer Critter. I do not know her name. Utana. Yeah, I don't know. Clue. Hi Evil Genius. All right. So right now this is our tier list so far. Right now we just got done putting Micolash. This was like the hardest one because everybody got their different opinions on Micolash. I'll put him as very good. I think he's really cool, unique. I just think the fight is awesome experience. I don't know. Time flies. That is nuts. But I appreciate it, Kat. Hope you had a good stream. Raph, hope you had a good stream. If you guys do not know Kat or Raph, you should definitely go follow them. Kat is a variety streamer, but she streams a lot of Souls games as well. We playing Sifu. Sifu's good. I like Sifu. Hope you're enjoying that. But yeah, she plays from Souls stuff to like older games. She plays everything. Kat is cool, man. And Raph kind of does variety too, but she's mainly Soulsborne. Raph does a lot of Soulsborne. Does a lot of lore runs, a lot of PvP lately for Elden Ring and stuff like that. So, but I love both of them. They're both great content creators. So please go support them. Go watch them. Anonymous, thanks for gifting us up to Raph. Raph, welcome back. You love him, Grant us eyes? Yes. Whereas Laurence? Laurence is very good. So far, we still have these bosses left to rank, but yeah. Minesweeper, thanks for the 100 bits. Can't be trashed here only because of that soundtrack. No, they're trash. That fight is terrible. Like they could take that out the game and I'll be totally okay. I think everybody would. All right, Moon Presence time, boys. But so far, S tier is Orphan, Maria, Ludwig, and Gehrman. Let's check out Moon Presence. We're using my BO4 run that we did today to like judge a lot of these bosses.
Welcome home, good hunter.
Wait, where am I? Dry Water. Thanks for 17 months, man. Appreciate that. The most impressive part is that you've all been able to remember their names. Wait, the bosses? Bro, I live, breathe, and sleep Bloodborne. Moon is a very interesting boss. Very slithery. A lot of jumping attacks. The blood attack is cool. Where it keeps you from healing. The life drain attack obviously is pretty neat. But Moon, honestly, shut up, dude. Moon was very underwhelming for me. My first playthrough, especially after Gehrman. Like, Moon's just not great. For a final secret boss, you got to go out your way to get these chords, and it just doesn't do much. Like what the heck is this? Like, it just spits blood, jumps around, flails around, and zaps your health to 1 HP. Like look at this. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a cool looking design boss, but the fight itself, I would give Moon Presence between good and decent. Kat, I at least got like 5 or 6K hours in Bloodborne, minimum, easily. I've been playing it since 2015, like speedrunning it every day for years, challenge runs. I finally took a break from it once Elden Ring came out, and I'm starting to get back into it a bit. But What do you guys think? You think Moon is decent or good? That's where I'm putting her. She's not belong up here with these guys. But is she better than Amygdala and Bloodstar Beast and the Queen? Or is she on par with these guys? I think she's good. She could be decent. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be upset with decent either, if I'm being honest with you guys. That's why I know, Raph. It's nuts. Decent. Too casual way in on this. He leaped out of bounds right away. Oh, wow. Decent or good? Decent. You think she belongs down here? I agree with that. That's impressive. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of insane. I think, like, across all the Soulsborne games, I definitely have, like, 10K hours now. Because I put, you know, like, even Dark Souls 3, I have, like, at least 3,000. And then DS1, that's at least 1K, maybe 2. Close to 1K in Sekiro. We're getting close to 1K in Elden Ring now. DS2, I probably got the least amount. Probably got like 300 or so, you know, something like that. OG Demon Souls might be well, we speedrun that for a bit, so that's probably like, well, Demon Souls, the remaster, I guess, a remake. Probably got like a couple hundred in that, maybe like 400. So, yeah, but I'm a Soulsborne boy. I love these games, man. Anonymous, thanks for the 500 bits. That's really, it's really kind. Yeah, I think Moon is decent. What's up, Hard Drop? Ooh, Darkbeast Paarl. I like Paarl. This is a very cool boss. Especially if you fight Paarl, like if you're not super over leveled. Paarl's cool, man. Gets bullied. Yeah, Paarl does get bullied. If you find him later, then he's gonna melt. But if you find him early, like, he's cool, man. His design, psycho. Camera boss, absolute trash. Yeah, Daddy Paarl in the Chalice is very tough, very fun. That's the real Dark Beast. Do I remember Cicada 3001? No. What's up, Smock? The prettiest beast? I know. Bloodborne's boss designs, bro. It's literally a giant skelly dog, like, on, like, well, electrical discharge, man. The swipe attack, the AoEs, like, oh, poor guy. I actually have a Paarl tattoo. I love Paarl, man. My Paarl just gets crazy, like, in final phase, man. Like, look at that. He's like a cat on guard, man. The hair sticking up on his neck in battle mode. Oh. Paarl's so cool. Look at this. Look at that. That's cool. Very stressful fight. And then like he loses his electricity. He runs off to get it back. Like it's a cool fight. Oh, visceral finish. I like it. Paarl is a pretty good fight. Paarl is definitely ranked between good and very good. Where would you guys rank him? I would probably put Paarl. Ooh, that's tough, man. Like, he could definitely belong in the good. He could definitely belong here with these guys. I don't. You think very good? Y'all think very good? Y'all think very good? See, you guys are with me. Like between good and very good. I don't know. Like, cool design, man. Not very good. You don't think so? I think he's very like. I couldn't be upset with either good or very good. You know what I mean? Like I get both arguments. Like the camera's really bad for Paarl, obviously. He's really skinny, so his hitboxes are tough. So depending on what weapons you use, it's really hard to hit him. And it's one of those fights where it's just like it's hard to hit him because he moves around a lot too, and he protects himself. He's constantly like slashing like right in front of him. But his AoE explosions are cool. His attacks are cool. Very cool design. That's tough. It's tough, man. Same spot as Rom. It's kind of criminal. I like Rom. Why you hating on Rom? Yeah. Ooh, I'm torn on this one. This might be the hardest one yet. I'll put him as good. Like, if you put him as very good, that means he's close to being S tier. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a stretch. But maybe the one in the challenge dungeons I'll put very good. But standard Paarl, I think is good. Yeah, Bloodborne is great. Like, I mean, there's a few bosses that, you know, the base game. There's 3 base game bosses that are just absolute trash. But these are like chalice ones. But everything else is like, it's good, you know? Chalice Paarl's S tier. You think so? You should have a very good plus and S plus. No, let's just create 20 different categories or tier lists. Being very good, but where we have some other bosses, I feel like you have to sit with the other good bosses. It's hard because I know it's tough. It's tough. Like that's what we're talking about, it, man. And you know, it's all opinions, you know, like, but I think we all agree he's in this realm, right? He's a good boss. So Shadows of Yharnam. Shadows of Yharnam, huh? So we got 3 enemies here. There's one that stays in the back, spitting fireballs, spamming them. So you have to keep an eye on him. You got one that has a katana that's literally chasing after you, like he's trying to take your life. And then you got this guy who's kind of intermediate. He'll chase after you a bit, but he's kind of just walks towards you though. He has a katana as well, but he also has a candle that can blow flame on you, and it will end your life. 7 inches. Thanks for 21 months, man. Appreciate you, dude. So they have range. They have everything. They work very good together. They're like, if you notice, their name is Shadow of Yharnam, not Shadows. So I think they're like a hive mind. Phase 2 starts. They get these snakes in their chests. They start to get these stretchy arms now, which is very annoying. This guy gets a new attack. Yeah, they're the stretchy arms. They can also summon snakes in the arena once their health gets low enough. Stretchy. Shadow's definitely like one of those gatekeeper type bosses, you know. Man, that flame does so much damage. It's nuts. Ooh. Yeah, it's really hard because we all have our personal bias. Like me, for example, for me doing so many speed runs, no hit runs, I hate them. You get what I'm saying? But I don't really fight them casually, so I don't know, you know. But in speed runs, they're terrible. They're run killers, RNG. Same with no hit runs. Like it's just a lot of RNG. Like they're bad on challenge runs, man. Summon some snakes, loser. Woo! Woo! Tearing him up. Oh my God, just kill him. Yeah, go for it, baby. All right, so my bias aside from hating them, I'm normally not a big fan of gank fights in general. I think they're all trash. Shadows, they're decent. Like they work well together. They have plenty of moves. You know, it's a good fight. Shadows is a good fight. They could be decent as well. I wouldn't say very good, no. They're not very good. They're either decent or good. They're in that realm. You say good? I think good is okay for them. Demon Princes? Yeah, they're annoying too, though. My God, especially phase 1, dude. But gank, there's only 2 of them, though, right? So I wouldn't say that's gank. Like, for me, gank is like 3 or more. It's just like, it's just stupid. But, very good? Nah, I ain't putting them up there. They are not up here with Gascoigne and Amelia. I refuse. But I say they're good. They're good. All right, Beast Possessed Soul. Oh my God, why is this even on there? Yeah, Mercer's Watch is up here. We haven't did them yet. Beast Possessed Soul. Let you guys know right now, this boss is trash. We're not gonna waste too much time here. Needs a cool fireball attack, but I like his little step back, kind of like twirls back. It's just so basic, bro. If you're close, it's gonna swing. If you're far away, it's gonna throw a fireball. Like, I don't know. It's literally a big giant wolf. That's a pretty cool attack. Alright, I've seen enough. What's up, Toki? Trash. Trash. Merciless Watchers. Oh, how to cheese? No, we don't want to cheese. We want to see a fight. They didn't. No, Bloodletting Beast is not on this list, which is stupid. But Bloodletting Beast I'll put is good. Headless Bloodletting Beast is, I guess, good as well. Oh baby, what is going on, man? Oh man. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. All right. So let's kind of go over these, and we might need to flip some stuff. S tier bosses we have as Orphan of Kos, Lady Maria, Ludwig the Holy Blade, Gehrman the First Hunter. S tier is like the top tier, so it's never going to be, it shouldn't be a lot of them up there, right? Like those are the 4 best bosses in Bloodborne. Easily. Like, period. And they're all DLC minus Gehrman, but Gehrman's that dude. Very good. Now, like, if you guys have, you know, some different opinions, you know, let me know. I got Martyr Logarius up there. He was almost up there, but his arcane spamminess took him out for me. Watchdog of the Old Lords, I think, is a very good boss. I think Watchdog, very unique moveset. I think Watchdog should have been a actual like base game boss. Laurence. Laurence, I couldn't put him in S tier. He's not S tier. There's no way. He's not as good as these guys. But he's pretty, he has a lot of moves, right? A lot of different moves. His final phase is pretty cool too. It's pretty unique, you know, with him slamming around, lava everywhere. But Laurence I put is very good. I feel like he could, like, I feel like he's a better Cleric beast. So I have to put him above Cleric, obviously. So I know people don't like Laurence, but like the fight in general, I think it's good. He's solid. He's good. But I know people hate him because he's, you know, annoying. He's challenging. Father Gascoigne, low key I would have put as S tier, but I don't think he's on these guys' level yet. But for the opening boss, Father Gascoigne is that dude. So Father Gascoigne is that dude. Yeah. So he's solidified. He's up there. I don't think there should be any argument about that. At least with him being, you know, higher or lower. Vicar Amelia. I think if you fight Amelia when you're supposed to fight her and you're not super overpowered, she's one of the most unique bosses in the game in terms of like their moveset. Amelia has so many different moves and attacks, and like she's great, man. Like I like Amelia a lot. The fact that she can like heal, like I said, she has so many different attacks. She just keeps doing different stuff. Like you don't know what she's gonna do, but I think she's a good design boss. Tier Mercury, you have lost. I put Micolash up there for very good. This is probably the most difficult boss to rank. I think everybody's kind of like, you know, because most people are saying, "Oh, I hate Micolash. He's trash." You know, they just straight up say that. Some people are saying he's like S tier because like he's hard to judge because there's so many different things going on in his fight. You know what I mean? Like the fight itself is not super amazing. Like, you know, he has the auger, and then phase 2 he punches you Cough Me On and Augur. But his boss arena is cool. I think he's just very unique in terms of like he chases you around. You have to chase him around. It's like a maze, and then you finally get him, and then he disappears again. He's talking the whole time. You got to find him. He's a troll, but it's so unique. So I thought he was a very good fight. Like just design wise, like I don't know, the uniqueness. I think it's very good. I think Micolash, but he's the type of boss that if people put him down here, I mean I get it, you know. But I don't know. So I think he goes down there. To me, he's either very good or good. Period. Flair's absolute trash. 240. If there's another list, I'll put him down here. Poop. But he's one of these two. I wouldn't put him S tier, no. But you think he's good? Kimiko very good. He's S. He's not S, bro. He's not up here with these guys. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. Micolash is a tough one. Now we got the good section. Good sounds like an R replacement to me. Woo, that's what I'm saying. Like I can't argue with any of you guys on this one. But we'll put him as good. 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 Other good people. Rom is good. I like Rom. Like y'all be hating on Rom. Like why is Rom bad? Tell me. Like Rom is unique, man. I like Rom a lot, man. Like first of all, like fighting her inside the water. Rom is just chilling. She summons her little baby spiders. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of gank fights, but Rom's gank fight is a little bit different because like her babies, you know what I mean? It's cool. I like that design. And then Rom starts to finally get aggressive. You know, she has the crystal rain. She has the other crystals that come like on the side of her. She has the AoE explosion. She can head smash you. She can flop. Like she's cool. And then you got the spiders to worry about as well. So I think Rom's good. I think Rom's a really good boss. Like I couldn't put her anything below that, personally. Hi, Cuddly. You hate spiders? Well, yeah, that's gonna affect that though. But me personally, like I think Rom's good. Wet Nurse. Speaking of her music, Wet Nurse, very awesome boss in terms of their design. Very cool design boss. The fight is pretty lackluster though. Like she just has a lot of arm swing attacks, literally. You know, you got the crazy stuff. You got the helicopter twirl attack. You got the attack where she does the 3 slices, and then you got Nightmare Phase, which is kind of BS. You know what I mean? Like her clone in the dark for like literally a whole minute. You're just running around trying to survive. So, but she gets the good nod because of her design. I think Wet Nurse is cool. So, I think she barely creeps into the good ranking for me. So yeah, she does teleport, but she doesn't have like any ranged attacks. She has a lunge attack, but very easy to dodge. Like you can, you know, it's whatever. So, Ebrietas, Star of the Cosmos. Ebrietas is pretty good. I kind of want to put her very good, but after thinking about it, like she just has like a lot of tentacle slam attacks, right? She spits blood. And then she has a stupid, like, very tough to dodge charge attack, which, you know, people hate that about her, right? Phase 2 is pretty cool. She gets the aura, you know, that drains her health. And then she gets the lasers. You know, she gets that one attack where if you're far away, she'll literally fly in, headbutt you. But I don't know. Like, I feel like she's a good boss. I don't think she's like elite or anything like that. Yeah. So I think she's solid at good. You know, she's good. Cleric Beast. I think Cleric Beast is a very good boss. Like early game, you know, beginning boss, tutorial boss. I like how Cleric like jumps in from over the thing and you fight on the bridge. Cleric Beast has a pretty good move set. Not too many moves, but you know it's the first boss. You know you're trying to just learn how to play the game. But overall, I think Cleric is a really good boss. It's a good boss. The swipes, you know, I think Cleric is solid. So, yeah, good for beginners. Paarl, we just did Paarl. Paarl was tough. We were kind of switching between good and very good, but you know if you find Paarl, you know, not too late where you're not severely overpowered, Paarl is a great fight. Very quick, very agile. Paarl is relentless, non-stop slicing. It can get pretty annoying, like with the lightning. It's just like sometimes too much going on. It's annoying though, because Paarl, you can only really hit Paarl's legs, but Paarl's so skinny. Sometimes, depending on the weapon you have, the hitboxes are really tough to hit the legs, so that can be really annoying. So I think good is a good placement for Paarl. In my opinion, I think good is solid. So, Cleric is not better than Amygdala. We'll get to Amygdala when we get there. We can revisit that. We just did Shadows, and we did Miko. Miko, he can be good or very good. Doesn't really matter. Yharnam Queen, I think she's decent. Like I wish you would be better. Especially considering how much effort we have to put in to get to her in the child's dungeons. I think she just has too much frenzy blood spam, and I don't like how like her attack when she instantly grabs you when the baby's crying and stuff like that, and then she like teleports and gets clones, and it's just blood. But I mean the fight, she has some cool moves and stuff, but just it could have been executed a little bit better, I think. But yeah, very underwhelming to go through all that work to get to her and to have the fight be like that. So she's decent. Amygdala. Kimmy is putting up an argument that Amygdala is not less than Cleric. Amygdala is a very unique boss. It's a cool boss, right? Got all these arms, a walnut head. It's a part of the brain. Amygdala is annoying because like she just constantly slamming. It's hard to hit her. You know, you can get her arms a bit, but you know, if you get close to her, she's just going berserk. She puts her head down every once in a while, so you can hit her head a bit. You can only attack her arms and legs. If you hit her tail or her leg, I mean, you can only attack her arms and head. If you hit her tail or legs, they don't do any damage at all, really. She does have lasers, so she has range attack. She does have puke, which is pretty annoying. And she has that stupid jump attack that, you know, which is really annoying as well. And then phase 2, she gets AoE explosion on her slam attacks, the blue orbs, that'll hurt you. And then phase 3, she rips her arms off. She gets longer, even more range. Okay, so the fight itself is not that great. You know, it's hard to hit her sometimes depending on your weapon. She's jumping around, she's slapping you. It's just kind of like it's more annoying. So I thought she was decent. So I think she belongs right there. You don't think? I think Cleric Beast is better based on when you fight Cleric. Cleric is a good boss. I think Cleric overall the fight like is just better. Like especially at the beginning of the game, like Cleric is good. When you fight Amygdala, it's just like no, you know, I don't know. I ain't feeling it. I wasn't feeling her. I think Amy's good. I like Cleric right there. I do. I think it's a good spot for Amy. Blade of Mercy hit. It can, but it like you got to target her arms. You can hit her head too when she puts it down, but her fight's more of a hindrance. It's like you have to just like wait on her to give you the openings. You know, it's just like I don't know. Bloodstar Beast, kind of the same, very sporadic. You know, just jumping around everywhere. You got the poison, which is annoying as well. Like phase 3, when she gets to her final phase, you can get poisoned by just her running, you know, just by being close to her, which is like, what the heck? You know what I mean? Like, bruh. Like, I feel like that's kind of silly. But Yeah, there's just nothing much to say about it. She's decent. She's decent. Like, she's not trash, but she's not great. Nah, I don't think BSB is good. Like, I mean, I wouldn't argue against that too much, but I don't think. I think decent's where BSB belongs, in my opinion. But yeah, because I don't think BSB belongs up here with these guys. Like with, yeah, Ebrietas, nah, ain't no way. Yeah, top of decent. Like she's decent. Moon Presence, we just did Moon. Moon, we think's decent. Cool design boss, but the fight itself is very lackluster, especially it being the final fight. The secret final boss. Just a weird boss, just flailing around, jumping around. Has a drain attack to put your HP to 1, but you can get your HP back by just attacking with rally or healing. The only cool thing about Moon is like if you get hit by her blood attack, which prevents you from healing for like 30 seconds, and then she does the drain attack. That's when it's scary. But besides that, there's nothing special about Moon at all. Decent. Yeah. Trash tier list. Celestial Emissary. A bunch of stupid goobers running around. You gotta find out which one is real. And they keep respawning after you kill them. And then half health, it transforms to a giant goober. I mean, that's just trash, bro. It's a meme fight. That's how it's meant to be. Pemirian Descendant. He's an R1 spammer. Who can throw his stuff through walls. He can zone you out. Trash. That's all he is. Keeper of the Lords, trash. Like, very easy to exploit. Very slow. She just kind of walks at her own pace. She can spread fire out. Big whoop. Undead Giant has no attacks. He literally just slams you with his stuff. He's nothing. Beast Possessed Soul, just a giant beast that just kind of just chilling, bro. And can throw a fireball at you. Absolute trash. One Reborn. It's a reskin of Tower Knight from Demon Souls, first and foremost. And then, like, he has, like, no moveset, bro. Like, he just flops around, which is annoying. He can puke on the whole floor. He can spit puke at you. He drops his corpses on you when he's staggered. Like, I don't know. There's just nothing there for me, man. Like, one Reborn too low. Should I put him as trash? I don't know. He don't do nothing. No, he just makes weird noises. And like, he's just there, man. Just flopping around. Like, it's stupid. Like, and then I don't know. He's weird. Like, he's just nothing, man. And he does a ton of damage. Yeah, the invisible puke that comes out of nowhere on the floor. And so it's just like, I don't know. It's just, I think he's an absolute trash boss. His intro's S tier. Yeah, he's bad. Like, there's nothing good about him. There's nothing good about him. Like, there's nothing enjoyable about the fight. Maybe staggering him is enjoyable, but besides that, like, he can shoot puke up onto the things, man. Like, when you're up in the rafters. He can jump up there and slap you too. Like, what? So, Witches of Hemwick. Another trash tier boss. Okay. Witches of Hemwick, trash tier. One Reborn over Emissary. No. I don't think so. Witches, they're trash. Because it's just pretty much hide and seek. Okay. The second witch doesn't even spawn until the first witch is halfway dead. And then if you kill one too fast, the other one, and you don't kill the other one in time, they're gonna keep getting their health back. They have those shadow dudes in there that they'll just mess you up. Like, they're just walking around, they're annoying. The witches have that stupid blue attack that'll freeze you up, which is annoying. They can do it even when they're invisible, so sometimes you can't even, like, avoid it. I just think it's a trash boss. Like, there's nothing good about it. It's annoying. Like, I think when people get to witches, they're not like, yeah, we're gonna fight the witches. They're like, oh, let's just get this over with. You know what I mean? It's just like they're out the way. They're all the way in the Hemwick, man. So, and then yeah, you could go to 0 insight strat where it's just the witches, and then that fight's even more lackluster. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? Like, they're trash, bro. Like, there's nothing there. Stun like strat, yeah, but how's that a good fight? That's absolute trash. If I can just perma stun like a boss the whole time, hey, that's a good fight. It's terrible. Like, free loot, nah, it's bad though. The fight itself is absolute trash. I'm sorry. Living failure is absolute trash. You got to run around the arena while they're chasing you, swinging their arms that do like 80% of your health, spamming AoEs. Like, the only cool thing about this fight is the crystal rain attack. Period. That's it. That's it. Anything else is like is a waste of time. Yeah, the Merciless Watchers, we just seen that. They are a blooper reel boss. Okay, what don't you like? Why don't you like the one Reborn? What's good about it? WD. If you tell me what's good about it, I might boost them up to trash. I mean, we can put them up here if you guys want. I mean, but ain't nothing good about them. Just finished my first playthrough, and I'm very much overall disappointed. What, really? I think Bloodborne bosses are really good. Like, these bosses here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these are challenge bosses. So, witches, failures, emissary, and reborn are trash. Everything else is pretty good, in my opinion. Pretty good. You have lots if you want to. Like, you can go back in the VOD too. We were like watching videos on the bosses as well, so you can see like their moves and stuff. But the design, that's basically it. That's what I'm saying. One Reborn is nothing, man. His design is trash. Like, he's just a blob of nothing, of stuff. You know, it's just there, man. But I'll put them trash if you want, but you know, I don't. Sure. I agree with your list. I dropped Laurence, Rom, and Miko some. Rest I agree with. That's fair. Everybody got their own opinions, right? But I couldn't drop Laurence to good, because Laurence is a better cleric piece in my opinion. So Miko, he low-key very good. But I'll leave him at good for you guys. And I think Rom is good. I think Rom is a good fight. So I think we did good on this list, guys. Laurence is very good. He's so far the worst boss you can beat. I mean, he's the only boss. Just because you can't beat him, I mean, he ain't good, you know. But I think he's better than Cleric, Matt. Like, Cleric is good. Do you consider lore? No, we didn't do lore. I mean, we tried not to, but like with bosses like Miko, like it was, you know what I mean? Like he's tough. He's like a jack of all cards here. He was a jack. I didn't know where to put him, man. Like, he can go in any of these. Cleric isn't good. Cleric is good. Like, he's a good tutorial boss, man. Like, I think Cleric's a good boss. Like, if you played the game plenty of times, I mean, of course you're not gonna fight Cleric over and over, but your first playthrough, like, Cleric was good. He's good. You gotta include lore? No, you don't. Well, I try not necessarily, like, but like with Miko, you don't have a choice. But a boss's lore is not going to get. I'm not doing lore for my list. I'm just going purely off of like the boss, like the fight, the design, you know, their movesets, all that kind of stuff. The challenge dungeons in general. The challenge dungeons they're okay. I have pretty cool unique bosses and some unique enemies, but they're really repetitive, so they're fine. Cleric's still not better than Amygdala? I think he is. Like, you know, based on what we talked about. Like, it's easy to put Amygdala over Cleric because, like, Amygdala's a later game boss, and Cleric's pretty simplistic. I get what you're saying, but like at the point in time where you fight Cleric, I think Cleric is he's good. I mean, you guys think Cleric belongs in decent? We can put Cleric in decent if you guys think he belongs down here with these guys. What about that? Move up Yharnam a bit. If you did consider Lauren. Nah, Shadows, man, they're good. They're annoying though. Oh, you're talking about the Queen. Yeah, the fight of the Queen Yharnam was, you know, it's meh. Split Amygdala. No, we were just trying to do base game because like even with Paarl, you know, Paarl's Chalice, his boss is really good, you know. Laurence finally be S tier. Nah. He's just a reskinned Cleric in phase 1 that got more moves and does a lot more damage. And then his final phase is pretty cool when he loses his legs, but I don't know. He's just swiping you at that point. It's just lava. I think very good is good. It's good for Laurence. Bloody Crow. Hard to say. I think many bosses are just good, but the consistency of quality is nice in Bloodborne. Yeah, I agree. Like, no matter what you think, like this list, like these bosses are good. You know what I mean? Overall, good bosses, man. There's only a few I'm just like, but the rest I'm like, yes, bring it on. Can we put Cleric Beast, Gehrman? Absolutely. Yeah, the camera's bad. You know what I mean? Camera is tough for a lot of bosses. Even the camera for like Paarl is like absolute trash. But the fights, man. All right. I think Cleric isn't good if that's our beats here. You think Cleric's good? That's what I was thinking too. You know, Cleric decent, good, doesn't matter to me. But he's one of these two. He's in here, you know. He's not up here, and he's not down here. He's smack dab here. But I'm looking here. Do you guys think Cleric is up here with Ebrietas and Wet Nurse, or do you think Cleric belongs with Amygdala, Bless Our Beast, Moon Presence? Cleric's good. Okay. Definitely good. Okay, so I'm not crazy. He's good. All right. I think that's our listing, guys. I think that is our Bloodborne Boss Tier List right there. Cameras should count. Nah, man, because then we're like, oh, we gotta add this, and then we gotta add that. We're gonna have like 20 variables, bro. It's just like, oh, and then we gotta add something between good and S tier. You know, it's just like you gotta just draw a line somewhere, right? Because the camera would just, I mean, I don't know. That'd be too much. How long did it take you to finish this boss tier list? Probably a couple hours, right, chat? We finished our BO4 probably like a few hours ago. Wow, I didn't realize it took that long. We were in it because we were watching like videos on each boss as well. Like this is fun. 25 tiers, one boss in each. Miko, we did have a Miko tier actually. I actually created another thing up here and just named it Miko and put him up there. Because Miko's that dude, man. Miko's that dude. Even with camera, I think this list is right. Go back and watch the VOD. Yeah, we did it today, Killmeister. Like we were just watching videos and then we would rank them. So feel free to, if you guys like this, we did an Elden Ring tier list as well a few weeks ago. I haven't uploaded on YouTube though. It should be like on my Twitch streams though. But I can put these on YouTube if you guys want. But yeah. No, so far we've only made Elden Ring and Bloodborne tier lists. I usually make these like sub goals. So we'll do another one soon. And eventually we'll do them all. We'll do DS1, we'll do DS2. DS2 is going to take like 5 hours, bro. And then we'll do DS3 as well. We'll do Sekiro. But yeah. So. Think Ludwig's the best fight in the game. He's up there, baby. S tier. Yeah, DS2, man. Yikes. Most of them are gonna be down here though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's gonna be like all heavy down here and very few up here. So yeah. So DS2 has 1 tier. All trash. Yeah, DS2, we'll have to figure that one out, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's a lot of bosses, but I mean, we already did Elden Ring, so it won't take as long. Elden Ring, you know, we didn't do all bosses, but we did a ton of them. You know, it was like probably like 50 bosses or something crazy. I don't know, but it was a lot. So DS2 will be okay. But yeah, it'll be a lot of trash for sure. Oh man. Well, guys, it is 2:30. Been long for 6 hours. I started early today because I wanted to, you know, people to be able to see the BO4 run. So yeah, we did a BO4 run today, and then we did this list. This is actually a bonus Sunday stream. You know, I normally don't stream on weekends.